very welcome. We're really glad to see you at our Eclipse Clinic, and you can just sit comfortably right there next to me. Wonderful. Is it cozy enough? Great. Can I get you anything? Like maybe a glass of water? Okay. Well, whenever you feel you need something, just let me know. Okay. Well, could you please tell me your name? Oh, what time is your appointment? Okay, now I see it. Good. Well, so now can I ask you a few personal details? Would that be fine? Sure. So your last name is? Right, and you said that your name is? Good. Okay, wonderful. Now please remind me your home address. Okay, and your email address. Good. Now, your phone number. Good, thank you. Wonderful. All right. And now, could you please tell me? So, as far as I understand, you're here for your hearing test, in particular your beep test, right? So that's what you're here for. Good. It says that you actually made an appointment to have a beep test for an absolute pro. Is it true? What makes you think that you are actually proficient in it? So you're saying that how many hearing and beep tests you've had before? 711. Well, that's actually a really decent number, I must say. So you seem to be really experienced at that. Okay, good. And may I ask what were the previous results of all the previous beep tests? Have you ever been diagnosed with any kinds of hearing issues? Have you ever had any kind of ear cleanings before? What was the reason for that? Right. Okay. Anything else you'd like to tell me? Anything else related to your hearing? How have you been actually feeling lately? I mean your senses. Maybe not hearing only. Any alarming symptoms? Have you had any kind of cold lately? Maybe some kind of flu? I got it. No, that's fine. Good. Okay, thank you. Well, do you think that you're ready? So, I have a pair of beautiful headphones for you. I can actually put them on, right? If you don't mind, I'll help you. They're super soft and very comfortable to wear. You can adjust this, then yes, to the size of your hand. I mean, you don't even really need to do anything to adjust it. It will just, you know, just by itself. And the headphones themselves are very, very soft. But just in case you feel some kind of pressure or any kind of discomfort, please do let me know. Okay? Good. Well, if you're ready, you sure? Okay. So I'll put them on. Let me do it this way. Okay, could you please lean a little bit forward, like a bit closer to me? Perfect. Just hold there. Good. Is it alright? Awesome. Good. Okay. Okay. Good. So does it feel fine? Can you still hear me? Okay, that's really important because I'm gonna give you some instructions that you will need to follow. Okay, good. So the very first kind of test would be just to let me know when you hear the beep sound. That's how we'll be able to check if you are actually perceptive towards these kinds of sounds, if you actually can hear something at least. Well, and then we'll proceed with more and more difficult and challenging ones. Good. Okay. So, are you ready? Let me know when you hear that beep sound. Good. Okay. Now once again, let me know when you hear the beep sound. The interval might be a little bit longer. You might not hear it from the very start. So there might be some basically interval of silence, a pause. It can be longer, it can be shorter, so please don't be confused by that. That's totally fine, okay? Just let me know when you hear that beep sound. Okay. Now, okay, wonderful. So now let's try once again. Good. Okay, great. Now I will ask you to let me know when you hear the second beep sound. Okay? Good job. Now once again. Good, wonderful. And now once again. Good. Okay, great. Now, please count how many beep sounds you've heard. Just two of them. Okay. Let's try once again. Three. Right, yeah, good. Let's try once again. 5. Good. And now 8 sounds. Okay. And now 4. Good. And what about now? 6. Okay. Good. Well, let me type in some results that we currently have so that I don't forget anything. So far, you're doing good. Good. Thank you for your patience. Now, let's try again, but with the other kind of sounds. They will sound a little bit differently to you. So also, let me know when you hear just the first and maybe the only one, a beep sound. I just want you to adjust to this new kind of sound a little bit, okay? Because then in the future there will be mixed tests with this both kinds of sounds and maybe even more, okay? Good. So if you're ready, let's do it. So let me know when you hear the beep sound. Good. Now once again. Good job. And now once again. Wonderful. Okay, great. Now, let me know when you hear the second beep sound. Okay? Good. Wonderful. And now once again. Good. And now one more time. Just to make sure. Good job. Okay. Okay, wonderful, thank you. Now let's count how many beep sounds you're gonna hear. But again, of this other kind. So please listen carefully and just pay attention. Three sounds. Okay. Okay, good. Four. Are you sure? 4 or maybe 5? Okay, good. Now once again. Six. Good. And what about now? 7. Okay, and now? 9. Okay. And what about now? 8. Okay. Good, wonderful, thank you. Well, now please tell me when you hear the third beep sound. But now the beep sounds can be mixed. They can be of the first kind or the second, maybe something totally different. So just be ready for that, okay? Yeah, that's why this test is a little bit more challenging and is only good for those who are absolute pros in that, or at least consider themselves as such. Well, are you ready? So I need the third beep sound. Good. Yes, absolutely good. Right. Okay, good. And what about now? Good job. Oh, okay, wonderful. Now, please tell me if all the beep sounds are exactly the same in duration, or if you can feel that one of them is a little bit different, okay? Okay, good, so let's try. So you're saying that the last one was a little bit longer. Okay. Got it. Are you sure that you don't want any water? There's a junk right next to you. There's some water inside. There are also a couple of glasses right there. And of course there are paper cups and the cooler. Whatever you prefer. Are you sure? It's just so hot outside and the air is so dry that I feel like really thirsty all the time. Okay, anyway, what we are talking about, right? So, you said that the last beep sound was a little bit longer than the previous ones. That's right. Now please listen again. So, you're saying that the first beep sound was longer. Okay, makes sense. Good. Now let's try again. Once again. So there were 2 shorter sounds and 1 longer. And now let's try. So there were 1 longer sound and 2 short ones. Thank you. And now once again. One short, 1 long. And now. 1 long and 1 short. Good. Okay. Well, you did really great. Absolutely. But I'm not really trying to cheer you up or something. I'm quite serious. Do you feel worried? Do you feel anxious about your hearing? No, that's totally fine. It's alright. Okay, good. So now, I will ask you to listen again. Listen really carefully and tell me if all the sounds that you hear are again the same kind of sounds. Now, I don't mean the duration even, but rather the character of sounds, right? So before you've heard the 2 sounds of like 2 different kinds. One of them were like exactly like this beep sounds, and the other ones were a little bit like bubbly sounds, right? So exactly, yeah. So now I just want you to tell me if you can hear the sounds of one kind, or if you can differentiate like different mixed ones, okay? No need to count them. Okay, good. So, could you hear the beep sounds of only one kind? Okay. So just one kind then. Okay, that's alright. It will have a few more tests of that kind, a few more attempts, so don't worry. Please don't be afraid of making mistakes, okay? That's totally fine. Good. So now let's try again. So, there were mixed ones. Good. Let's listen again. So there were sounds of only one kind again, but different one. Okay, good. Now once again, please. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Good job. Perfect. And now once again, please. Yeah, I'm all ears. Okay. Mixed bonds again. Good. Thank you. Well, now, please tell me how many beep sounds of each kind you've heard. I promised you that we'll start with easier ones and then make them more and more and more challenging step by step. So now I actually need you to count how many of which kind of sounds there were. For example, you can say like that I've heard 3 standard beep sounds and 2 bubbly beep sounds. Okay? Something like that, so that I would be able to understand. Good. Okay, so are you ready? Let's do it. So how many you're saying? 2 standard, 3 bubbly. Okay. And what about now? 4 bubbly sounds and 2 normal beep sounds. Good. Okay. And then, what about now? Okay. So there were like 5 beep sounds and then 5 bubbly sounds. Right. Good. And what about now? 6 bubbly sounds and 3 normal beep sounds. Alright, good. Wow, you know what? I guess that for today we have done everything we planned. Yeah, so the time flies so fast actually. You're right, but we've had a full beep test for around like 30 minutes or so, something like that, right? So it is basically more than enough. Doesn't make sense to like hold you up here for 2 or 3 hours. We have checked everything we were supposed to, and you actually showed really good results. You had a few minor inaccuracies, but other than that, your results are like almost perfect. It's very high percent of correct answers. Yeah. So, congratulations. You can actually be considered as an absolute pro in beep tests. Well, exactly, absolutely. I'm telling you, no kidding. Yeah, well, you did really well. I'm quite impressed, to be honest. Very often it happens that our patients might think that they are very advanced and like proficient in all these kinds of tests, but sometimes they do lack experience of some kind, or they might be just not their day, you know. Sometimes we are way too tired, sometimes there's something else on our mind, so it can be hard to concentrate. So anyway, you did really well. I would even say exceptionally well. So thank you so much for actually being so punctual, being so hardworking, very diligent, and I'm really grateful to you for following all my instructions very precisely and not sabotaging the process. Now that's really great. So thank you again. And would you like to make another appointment? We have some more beep tests, and they can be even more challenging than this one. Yes, for like absolute pros. Yeah, so would you like to make an appointment? Like in a month or so? When exactly do you think would be convenient for you? We have an opening, let me see. Okay, that will be closer to the end of February. Would it be alright for you? What do you think about Friday? Sunday would be better? Not sure about Sundays. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I think that we are supposed to have like another specialist here working on Sunday. It won't be me. It will most probably be one of my students. Anastasia, you have probably seen her already. Right. Oh, she's really good. Yeah, so no worries about that. Okay. And what time would be perfect for you? Let me see. Yeah, I think it's available. Good. Oh, wonderful, thank you. Oh, that's perfect. Good. Well, so Dan will be waiting for you. Have a good one. Yes. Right. Thank you. Good. I'll see you soon. Bye.